Hi, I'm Madonna. I'm back. And here's Joy. Happy Christmas. Hope you all have a fantastic holiday season, Christmas season, whatever you call it. So we're going to do a bit of a balance. One of the problems is that there's a close family member going through a divorce, and at the moment he's really struggling, and Joy is possibly going through some sort of depression. Would you call it depression? You're just not really...
Probably low-level one.
Yeah, low-level depression. Yeah, so it's sort of creating some real anxiety and stress. So let's just have a play and see what's going on and just try to balance Joy's energy out. So for a start, let's check how the adrenals are doing. So I'm going to be very careful with the toe since it's possibly broken at the bottom. So I'm just going to use the bottom of the foot. Hold up for me, Joy. Okay. And hold up for me. So I'm stretching that flexor hallucis longus, which is that muscle in the bottom of the foot that activates with stress. It's all about planting ourselves in the earth and keeping us strong and safe and grounded. Hold up for me. That one's okay. That's survival switching. And hold. That's okay. That's deep survival. And hold. And that's hidden deep survival. So actually your nervous system's not doing too bad, and your brain is trying to hide the stress from yourself. So deep hidden survival pattern is when there is a stress going on, but your brain is trying to go, no, 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 everything's okay.
I'll be happy.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll smile.
Exactly. But it can still affect things in the body. It can still affect like your cortisol levels and make it easier to put on weight and throw out the sugar cravings. And
I got all of those, but I thought it was Christmas.
Christmas as well. Okay. So what I'm going to do is ask the sensory input. Yeah, so at the moment, your brain is stressed when you hear bad news. So it's like it doesn't want to hear any more bad news at the moment. So it's more the hearing sense. So maybe that's even you talking to yourself as well, because auditory memories can also be that self-talk we're doing for ourselves as well. Are you aware of self-talk? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, I knew that if you told yourself you're a miserable sod and you do everything wrong and you say it often enough, well, you'll believe it and it'll happen.
Yeah, right.
So I presume that's what you mean.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like when you're having a bad day, you know, there can be one thing in the beginning of the day that, like just say when you kick your toe, then all of a sudden that can make the whole day terrible, even though the rest of the day wasn't that bad.
The last time I kicked a toe, I mean, I didn't have time to do that. I just went to the show and worked my shift at Rotary, and then I went and played with the kids that had come from Singapore for the show, so I don't think I must do this. I haven't got time to make things miserable. Life's too long if it's miserable. It goes fast if you're happy.
Yeah. There's a little part of the brain called the cerebellovermis. So I'm putting in the acupuncture points for that. So within this process, LEAP is the brain integration process I'm doing, and different parts of the brain have got different combinations of acupuncture points that let me go in and have a play with them. So we're tweaking your cerebellovermis now, and that's a part of the brain that modulates emotional stuff. So when we are feeling stressed, our brain actually likes to know why we're stressed. So if we're feeling angry or anxious or upset, our brain can then create stuff that matches with that emotion so that the brain feels okay about it.
I think that I'm also feeling stressed because at present, on occasion when Doug is very wavy, God help us, he's so bloody heavy and leaning on me. I'm not sure how much longer I can be the walking stick.
Yeah, right. Yeah, okay.
So he's much, much bigger than me.
So our hubby Doug is 88 years old and getting quite wobbly on his feet.
Only 88 for another bloody 40.
Nearly 89. 89 in January. So that does put the pressure on you to be that carrying person. So you tend to take a lot of the shopping and do a lot of the...
got to.
Yeah. So I'm just working through these nuclei in the brain. So it's not really, like there's no particular depression protocol within LEAP, but what we do is just help to diffuse the stress in all these little parts of the brain that are holding on to anger about the situation or fear about the situation, or like when you're worried about something, obviously there's nothing you can do to help, you know, like it's his journey and it's her journey, they're going through a divorce, but when we're worried about it all the time, it's still creating that energy of anxiety in the brain that depletes our energy. It depletes our ability to look after ourselves so much. Do you do, because I know when you do yoga and Pilates, do they do meditation at the end of those sessions? Yeah.
So I think I skipped it on Monday night, or skipped half of it on Monday night because I had to go somewhere else.
Yeah, right.
But usually I do it. That may well be the only time I've ever skipped it.
Okay, we're going into the reticular activating system. Okay, so your body's running on noradrenaline. So noradrenaline is when your body assumes you're going to be in long-term stress because of something. So maybe are you thinking about, like are you thinking about what his life is going to be like as a divorcee and how that's going to affect him? Like, are you projecting into the future?
I'm not sure. Possibly. It's also stressful having, when these things get nasty and someone's been your friend for a long time and all of a sudden you've got to go with the relations first, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not so easy to give up those relationships.
No.
But the pleasure reward centres have been dampened, so they're not so easily activated at the moment. So there's receptors in the brain that accept things like serotonin and dopamine and the feel-good hormones. So, so when we're feeling stressed or angry or anxious, those neuropeptides can sort of block the pleasure reward centres in the brain.
Can they?
Yeah.
Is that why miserable people that have got bad depression just get up here and carry on and snarl if you suggest they smile?
Well, they're not going to be happy being told that they're miserable. But yeah, they are in their own dialogue about stuff, and people always believe what they're going through is what is normal. So if someone's angry and stressed and depressed and in a bad place, that is their reality. And so therefore they will colour every relationship in their life with that colour. So it's not a lot of fun.
Not a lot of fun knowing them either.
Mustn't be much fun being in their brains either.
Oh, I'm sure it isn't. But when they want to unload, that's not much fun for you either.
Yeah. Hold out. So this little area, okay, that's the anterior commissure. So that's the frontal cortex where we problem solve. And there's the amygdala point associated with that is fear, threat, danger. So the nervous system, sometimes the nervous system's looking forward and wondering whether the things are going to always be so bad or always feel so stressful. And often fear, threat, danger is around, well, I suppose as soon as there's a loved one involved, you always want to be that mama bear and take care of whoever it is in your world that is going through something painful. It's a classic parental thing to do. Okay, so there's no more showing up in the periventricular survival system. Let's check your celestial circuit, which is the connection between the unconscious and conscious meridians. And hold up for me. Okay, that's not working. Okay, so the area, it's It's like your body's beside itself energetically, and it's on the masculine side, which is the doing side, it's the sorting out side. So it's like your nervous system's trying to sort stuff out on his behalf, which can be exhausting. Or maybe there's more of that at home as well because of, you know, hubby being not 100%. You're having to do the masculine stuff and sort stuff out. And do you do all the problem solving at home?
Hmm?
Do you do all the problem solving at home if stuff needs doing? Or are you guys quite a good team organising things?
You could be if you didn't get blank walls. And you won't help because he doesn't want you to do it. And he'll do it. But you know, some things that I want done might be, well, 18 months, 10 years.
Yeah. Okay. Rechecking celestial circuit. Hold. Beautiful. Okay, so let's go back and recheck the adrenals and hold up for me. Lovely. And this one, hold. Good, good, good. And it was deep hidden survival. And hold. That's beautiful. And just check your chakras before we... They're doing good. So, just a little de-stress balance. So let's check over the next few days to just feel whether it just sort of feels like that, you know, low level depression has sort of moved on a little bit. Thanks, Joy.
My pleasure.
Have a great Christmas, everyone.